What's good, my peoples? Today's episode is sponsored by Coco Vida Coquito. Do you love delicious drinks that are made with all natural ingredients? Then you're gonna want to try Coco Vida Coquito, the Puerto Rican version of eggnog that tastes even better. This delicious drink is made with fresh ground cinnamon, pure vanilla, and coconut, and it's perfect for any occasion. Whether you're having a party with friends or just want to relax at home, Coco Vida Coquito will give you that holiday feeling all year round. And the best part, you can get your hands on a bottle right now by going to cocovitacoquito.com. That's COCOVIDACOQUITO.com. And by entering the promo code KBGB to receive 10% off your next purchase. So what you waiting for? Head over to Coco Vida Coquito's Instagram page and give them a follow to stay up to date on all the latest deals and events. And don't forget to order your bottle today to taste the richness and love of Puerto Rico in every sip.
Evan, you went crazy.
Hey guys, welcome to the Know Better Grow Better show, and this is your favorite host, your favorite Miss Resources.
That's what we call Miss Resources.
Miss or Mrs.
Not Mr.
I say
Miss Resource.
Miss Resources, cause yeah. And my co-host, that's sometimes the favorite. I don't know, Sean, aka like King Coquito, aka Zeus. I don't know. What's your name today?
You see the abuse I get already? Look, second show in and I'm already getting abuse.
I'm getting these labels right.
Getting the labels right? So what you want to label me?
You could be King Coquito today.
And what was I yesterday?
You was Shawnee.
Wow. Well, guys, welcome to the Know Better Grow Better show. Here to talk about everything finances, relationship, health, and everything in between. Just here with your so-called favorite Jamila.
Yep.
AKA Mrs. Resources. And I'm here, your boy Sean. What's good, my peoples? AKA King Coquito. So what's up? How you doing today?
I'm in a little pain today. So I was trying to get my body together. And I had this little massage today. But it wasn't a regular massage.
I didn't do the massage, guys, so we have to explain what happened in this massage.
All right. So the massage I got is called an ultra cavitation treatment.
Lipo treatment.
Something
treatment, like that.
Right? It's a long name, but they shortened it up a few times. So when I got in, I'll tell you how in a minute, but when I got in, I was like, what kind of massage is it? She was like, is it like a regular massage? Like, she was like, oh no, it's a regular massage. You're fine, mommy.
Oh, cool. She was hella Spanish, cool. Huh?
Yeah, she said you fine. So she started off.
Those Spanish people be rough.
I like rough massages, so I don't mind. But
no
this
comment.
was different.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment on that. This was different. So she started off. She put the oil on. She started rubbing. Nice and soft and smooth on my stomach, on my sides. And then she started getting like really rough. Like she was Doughin and like she was pushing for her life. Like she was pushing something. She was going really hard in my stomach.
Excuse me, guys.
She was Doughin that belly.
Rewind. What is Doughin?
She was Doughin my belly.
Like DOUGH? Like Doughin?
Yep.
Like Pillsbury Doughboy?
Yep. That's what I was.
Okay.
I was Pillsbury Doughboy. So she was going on my stomach and on my side, just rubbing hard. I'm just like frozen because it was starting to hurt. And she was like, Mommy, it's okay. The fat is hard right there. That's why it hurts. I'm like, okay. And she just kept going. And she was like, I'll be back.
Wait. What?
Wait. She said, I'll be back. She came back with the wooden tools and was going ham on my body.
Like the pizza roller.
Yes, with the little ridges. And she was
with
just like,
ridges.
Go. It wasn't smooth.
Oh, I'm thinking like the roly.
It's like the piece of roll. It's like
yeah.
that, but it has ridges and different types and different shapes. And she had 3 of them. And she was just going in hard and rolling. And I was like squeezing my hands and trying to like keep the same face. She was like, "Oh, I mean, it hurt." Yes, it hurts. She says, "It's okay. It's okay. No, it's gonna. You have to do hard for the fat. It's okay." I was dying.
What areas did she do? She did just
She
your
did
stomach?
my sides, my waist sides, my front stomach, and my back.
Your waist, your sides, your stomach, and
My
your
back.
Oh,
I'm
so
sore.
you trying to bring sexy
I'm
back
trying
for the
to get
summer?
my body together. I'm trying to be cute for the summer. Yeah.
So how much did it cost?
$3.99.
Free.
So it was free because I won a gift card, a gift certificate to the massage place. But I won it at one of our favorite places. So we do a lot of work with the NLPOA, right? And we was at one of their functions last month. Last month. We was at one of their functions,
yeah.
and they
Yeah,
always have raffles.
It was last month because it was Women's History Month.
Yes. So they was honoring a few of the members, and they always do raffles, and we know they're always getting the raffles because always amazing prizes. So we won the massage, and I want to get my nails did, so I'm gonna do that next. But I want you to tell the people how we got into this because I don't know how we got in with them because you kind of initiated it, and they're just so amazing with us, and we have such a great time, and we learn a lot from them. I just want people to understand what they're about.
That's a good question. All right, so NLPOA stands for right? It's always easier to say the acronyms. So it's the National Latino Police Officers Association Bronx chapter.
Right.
So how we got into that actually? Oh, it's like a year now. It's been officially a year. So
officially, yes, a little longer, but officially a year.
No, it's been officially a year. So a year ago, one of my homegirls, Iggy, who is she's actually a correctional officer, super cool. She's a part on the board of NITO. NITO is the New York Dominican Officers Association. So I'm actually a member there, or an associate member there. But then also with the Coco Vita side, we're sponsors with them. So any event we have, anything we could do, we make sure, just giving back to the members of Service MOS who just do a lot for the community. So we help them in any way we can to fuel, the events they got going on and everything like that so they can get back. So fast forward, and I've been working with them for years because with my past job,
your past life.
my past life, that's what I call it. Whatever I used to do, my past life. So in my past life, I was the marketing manager for a law firm. They worked with this organization. Then I became their favorite. And then
I was a favorite at one point.
Ha ha. Ha ha. So I became their favorite. So we started continuing to do things, and under the table they found out I do coquito. So it was like, yeah, let me get that, right? So from there, fast forward, right, building the relationship, and we're talking about I've been working with them and been involved with them for the NITO at least 4 years now. So fast forward a year ago, Iggy was like, listen, you need to come to this meeting. And I didn't know what was going on. She was like, come to this meeting. You would like it. Good networking. I was like, all right, cool. So I went to the meeting, right? I don't even know if I told you the story. So I went to the meeting that she invited me to, and she didn't even show up. So now I'm in this event, right? And it's always easier to meet people through people. Right. Oh, introduce me. No, so now I have to be like, oh, I know Iggy. She sent me here. And they're looking at me like, okay.
Why?
Why are you here? Nah, so went there, bought some raffles, won our first prize.
Always
every other month they have their meeting, so we always win a prize. So it's just been a great time with them, and they've been doing a lot for the community. For anybody listening to this, follow on Instagram NLPOA. I think it's BX chapter. on Instagram and see what the members of services. So this could be like cops, NYPD. This could be corrections, security guards, foreign affairs, firefighters, EMS.
Yep.
Like anybody of service, anybody with a badge who could carry a gun, they're part of this organization, and they do some wonderful things.
Right.
Yeah,
See them in a
so
different light, and I love them.
yeah, I love them too. I love them too. So big shout out to y'all NLPOA Bronx chapter. I love y'all. Hopefully y'all listen to this. I'm gonna send this to y'all, and when y'all hear this shout out, just be like, "Yo, he gave us a shout out," and then spread the message.
Oh, they're gonna remember you the favorite.
Wow.
Oh no, because I think I'm the favorite now with them.
I just want to let y'all know that she's the favorite too with this organization. I can't bring her nowhere.
Life of the party.
Nah, get out of here. Get out of here.
So, speaking about your past life,
Yes.
I want to get back into the issue that we originally met in. So, we mentioned last time about, you came back 13 years ago, but we knew each other before then. So, let's get back into that.
Oh, so this is our next straightening it out segment.
Let's straighten it out.
All right, guys. Another straightening out segment sponsored by Coco Vida Coquito, the best holiday drink that you can get all year round. So, go ahead. So you can start, or you want me to start? No, go ahead. Start.
Let me set the stage. So, I don't remember. So we met in 7th grade.
7th grade.
Right? I don't remember much of him.
How old were you in 7th grade? He was like
12, because JC's 12.
12. Got it.
Right. A 12-year-old ill. So 12-year-old Sean, all I can remember of him is every time we were in the cafeteria, our classes was on the opposite side of the cafeteria. Like literally the ends of the room. And I remember every day in the cafeteria, both of our classes would stand up and yell at each other from across the cafeteria. So growing up, I've always been in the top class. I've been in 101, 201, like number one class growing up. Never had an issue. A student, get to 7th grade, they decide they want to change the numbering. It's not 701. It's not 801. It's not 601. It's HD.
No, 8D. And 8H. That's what they changed it to.
In 8th grade, they changed it.
Yeah.
Well, 8D and 8H. So we couldn't figure out which one of us was the top class because we're so used to being top class. And now all of a sudden, the kids I'm always in a room with are split up between two classes.
So every day for a year, we argued who was 801 and who was 802. 801 being the top class, 802 being the second top class.
And of course, I was 801. I was the top class, but yeah,
no.
So
you
we would
wasn't
argue
801.
every single. Every single day.
See, you were supposed to set the stage. You see how she skipped the part, right? So in 8th grade, when they changed it from they changed 801 and 802 to the letters 8D and 8H. But what they didn't tell us was which class was 801, right? Is it the H or the D? Or in which class was the 802? Was it the H or the D? Right? Mm-hmm. And all we argued for a whole year.
They told us, oh, no, it was too many of you. Split it up. No. One is better. We want to know who was better. And they wouldn't tell us.
And, of course, I was in 801.
Clearly, it wasn't
I was in 801.
It wasn't
all right,
you.
so can you please, for the audience and the listeners, give me your argument, right?
No.
Because I went first last time on the last debate.
No, but this was your debate because you still don't want to hear what I have to say.
Oh.
So this is your debate. So
all right.
I'm going to give you the floor.
So listen, listeners. This is how... Listen, right? We keeping it real. I needed the audience to gravitate to my point.
Okay, I'm ready.
Thank you. Can I talk? All right, thank you. So... this is why my class, I was in 8D, everybody. And Jamila was in 8H. This is why 8D was really 801. And I really had to sit down and think about that. And it dawned on me yesterday. So for those who don't know, I love anime. and I watch a lot of anime. So the anime I'm watching right now is Assassination Classroom. Dope anime for those who watch anime. So they were breaking down the classes in Assassination Classroom, right? So the students in the actual Assassination Classroom is in 8E, and the smart classes progressively goes up in the letters. So the smartest class is 8A. So if you progressively go down in letters, that goes with the classroom numbers as well. So 8D comes before 8H. And hear me out. If you played video games like what is it, like Street Fighter and stuff like that, right? Depending on how good you fight, you get a rank. So A is the best. Well, actually, is S rank is the best, but it goes down to F. No, S rank is the best. But then after S comes A, B, C, D, and progressively goes lower. So 8D comes before 8H. That's it. You lost. Move on. That's it. You lost.
But if you looked at the rest of the classes in the
No,
they weren't. Oh, the dumbest class or whatever.
I didn't say they was the dumbest. I just said we was smarter.
But the way you're explaining it, the letters went down.
Yes.
But looking at the rest of the grade, that's not how it worked. So we couldn't use
But
that.
for us, they set us apart on purpose. So they
are not going to apply it to only 2 classes, not the whole grade.
They did.
No.
Why was we the only ones arguing?
In that case, then we're the S rank and you started it off for the rest of them.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. We was the S rank. And we had the smartest people in our class. And we had the smartest people.
Nope. We about to get all the people that was in our classes, and we gonna talk this out.
Oh, we gonna settle this. We gonna have a 120. We went to IS 125, Henry Hudson, out in the Bronx, right? Henry Hudson, that's what it is. Yeah. You remember? Do you remember the song?
I hear the melody in my head.
Sing the song. Go ahead. Henry Hudson, loyal we shall be. I don't know. Spirit you have taught us. You have brought it. I don't know it.
I just remember the beat. I don't know the words. I'm surprised you know words. You normally don't know words to songs.
So?
I'm so proud of you. Yeah. So, what's new with you? You heard about what's new with me. We're going to move on from that one.
Oh, wow.
Tell me what's new with you.
You see what happens when I win an argument and she has nothing back to say? Because last week you had something back to say to me, right?
I'm just going to call my
That's a yes or no question. You had something back to say to me last week, right? Yeah. And you see how she does it now? Thank you, listeners.
About this since 8th grade, so.
And because we won. That's it. I'm gonna look up the class picture, look at everybody who was in our class, and just we gonna continue out this debate. We gonna have a room full of the podcast right now. We're gonna have a great debate. What they call it when you do the debates on the 2 different sides? Oh, that's what it's called.
I don't know. I thought that's what a debate was.
Yeah, because there's debate teams, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Listen. What's
you
going
sure you was in the top class?
Listen,
I just proved my point.
I was smart at that time. You know, a lot of
I don't know that.
Negative influences probably damaged my brain.
You couldn't have been smart. You just know what high school you went to? All right, I'm sorry. All right. I got put in high school because of my grades. Okay, moving on. I'm sorry.
Let's see. What's going on with me this week? Just learning a new skill. So as we're podcasting right now, really deep diving into how to edit, how to put together this audio. So if it's a little choppy, I apologize, but that's why we in the studio. I know as the beginning works, right? So I'm not the tech savvy person, but now, you know, to save, so why you not doing it? Because you stuck at work?
Yeah.
Yeah. So learning that, and it's gonna be an interesting journey before we start getting some sponsors and stuff like that to hire somebody to take care of all this. But just listening to our playback has been like mad awkward because I'm not listening to it to like judge it. I'm just listening to it so we can cut some stuff for social media. And that has been like, oh man, now I gotta listen to my voice, listen to all my sniffles.
No one likes.
Oh,
Oh yes, your sniffles. I hope I caught on to the sniffles.
So guys, I apologize. I've been sniffing on this mic, but this is brand new. I'm just hitting puberty, as I call it.
Again,
so I'm brand new. I'm brand new to allergies. So I don't know. Like, I was sniffing a cherry blossom out in the Bronx.
Yeah, like, I don't know what happened.
We got like 1 or 2 trees in the Bronx that had cherry blossoms, and it just messed me up. I was like, I can't be sick. I don't feel fatigued. I don't feel tired. I can still run a mile. Like, my nose is just all stuffed up and everything. Like, it's crazy. Like, how did you deal with this all these years?
So, compared to my allergies, what you have is nothing. I had really, really bad allergies, and it wasn't just the spring. It was year-round. So, I had to take allergy medicine every single day. Like, every single day. And, oh, my gosh, don't let me forget my allergy medicine or run out. Like, you know how you sneeze a few times? No, I sneeze like a few times an hour, meaning like 10 an hour at least. Like, people got tired of telling me bless you. Like, people got tired of it. They say, all right, bless you for life, bless you for all day. Like, I'm not saying anything. So now when I sneeze, I don't expect people to say anything because I'm so used to people saying I'm tired of telling you. Like, it was an all day sneezing. All day no stuffy.
I don't like this feeling. So I took
you got it good.
I took Claritin, but the Claritin, what I told you? Oh, the Claritin only works for a couple of hours, and the packet says 24 hours, so that ain't working. So I took the what is it called? What is the
You
called?
had Zyrtec today.
Oh, Zyrtec. I'm new to this. I told you. So I had the Zyrtec today. So I'm feeling better, but I still like. I'm just mad. Like,
telling you have to take the nettle consistently.
I'm taking the nettle
consistently.
But I just started it like 2 days ago.
It has to build up. So once it builds,
if you got allergies, everybody take nettle.
Take nettle. Yep.
Nettle. That's what it is.
So
yeah. So dealing with these allergies, but let me see. Oh, because we're bringing conversations that we're really having and stuff. So right now, me and our other partner, we're working on a 6-week course and series for small businesses and entrepreneurs who are, professionals just getting started and just want to learn and get a step ahead. So we're actually, and I'll put this in the show notes too once this drop is, we're starting something called Grow into Business. So that's going to be exciting because just for somebody to come up to me and present something like this, it's going to be like super exciting. So the Grow into Business, everybody who's listening, is this. It's going to be a 6 weeks course, 2 hours. We're taking everything we learned within these past couple of years from me, Jamila, Coach T, which is our other partner.
Shout out to Coach T.
We're putting everything together for people to learn, mindset, personal development, business development. What does networking marketing look like? Public speaking, body language. When I think about it, I'm like, damn, I lost my thoughts. But
funding.
Yeah, we're talking about funding, and every business getting started needs money. So how to get money to get started, and what does that look like? Who to go to? Who's giving out the money?
Hey, so listen up. Are you feeling overwhelmed with your finances? Do you feel like you're barely making it paycheck to paycheck? Or are you unsure where your money is going each month? Maybe you're drowning in debt and don't know how to get out? Or you're struggling to find the right insurance for you and your family? Perhaps you're just thinking about retirement and worried that you don't have enough saved up? Well, fear no more, because help is here. United Agency is a financial firm with a team of financial coaches who can help you put a plan in place for all of those things. And the best part is completely complimentary. That's right, we want to help you get ahead financially and in life because you deserve it. Whether you need help with budgeting, saving, tracking your money, finding the right insurance policies, planning your kids' education, building wealth, retirement planning, or estate planning to protect your assets and your family's future, our team is here to help you, and it won't cost you a thing. So, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the show notes to schedule a one-on-one with one of our financial coaches and let us help you take control of your finances and your future. Thank you for listening. We'll see you soon.
We're talking about
next when you get to a plateau, like how to get to the next level.
Yeah, that's another thing. How to scale. How to two folds, three folds. How to get started. Mm-hmm. Where you go from now, right? Ready to scale. And then in your professional career, like if you've reached that height, right? Some people are like, and we were speaking to somebody else the other day, like they hit director in their company and they was like, the next spot is CEO. So what do I do from here?
Yep.
And I've been in here forever.
And you
so
love
really,
what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we're bringing on some people to help you level up. And of course, one of the main things with this podcast is that we're talking about finances and what a P&L looks like, right? A lot of people, a lot of small businesses don't know what a profit and loss is and what that look like on your, Excel sheet, QuickBooks, or anything like that. So we're really getting down to the nitty gritty. So definitely check that out in the show notes.
Yeah, we're giving you all the information you hear all the time or see all the time, but you don't know how to get there, don't know how to start, or it doesn't even apply to me. Like, we're getting that.
And Mrs. Resources is really bringing in some people as well. So we got some people from Chase Bank coming. We got some people from other banks coming. We got some good sponsorships, other entrepreneurs and businesses, all locally in New York. So this is going to be really dope. Like people you could touch at your fingertips from New York. So it ain't no
humble and down to earth people.
Yep. That's and important. Then just like real people, just real people that you can relate to. So definitely come through, come by. We would love to see you. And just and you know what that reminds me, and this is what I want to talk with the listeners too, like Mrs. Resources, again, building her resources, right? So tell them, and whoever you want to start with, but tell them about the two people you had a meeting with this week, which was like really big. And I really want to talk about like how we got there or how you got there and like what that process looked like as well.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start it off with Danny, right? So this girl that we actually worked together at one point, but she has started this company really based on relationships and finances and just building that gap, bridging the gap and building people up. So I've been following her a lot and just being really engaged in like seeing what she's doing and just want to be a part of it.
And I just want to ask this because I want to give you a timeline too. How long ago did y'all work together?
Maybe like 6-7 years ago.
So 6-7 years ago.
So I'm not a name person, I'm a face person. So I seen her on, you know how Facebook gives you people you may know? I seen her face and I was like, oh, I remember her. And I went to go click her profile and I seen it and I was like, oh, I love what she's doing now. And I gotta follow her, I gotta support her, I gotta make sure I share her messages. Mm-hmm. So whenever she was posting things, I was always sharing it. How long from,
so you worked together 7 years ago?
So about
and then how long with the Facebook?
Year. Last year I found her.
Got it. So did y'all have any contact between them?
No.
Okay.
No. I just happened to see her, I guess because we had mutual friends on Facebook. And since last year, I've just been following her journey and sharing all of her content and could never make it to any of her events. Like, we always had something going on because we're always somewhere. We finally made it to one of her events last month. Got to engage and got to really speak to her and just see what it was all about. Then she had another event for Financial Literacy Month, and she had panels out. She had some married couples, she had singles, but it was about bridging finances and marriage, and just how that connects. So you know how you sit there and you look at people and you meet people and you don't know where it will go. You don't know, when you meet new people, you don't know what direction that will go. But I sat there and I was just looking at these people and how amazing their stories were and what they were doing. And it was like two, more than two, but two people really stood out to me about what they were doing. And I was like, I have to get in contact with them and just learn more what they're doing. So at the end of the event, I went up to both of them, told them I was really interested in what they were doing, and I just wanted to chat again. I want to hear more, and I just wanted to know more and see how I can help. So this week we set up meetings with both of them. So one does the digital creator. I can never get my words right. Digital creator, and he is big on documenting organizations, community. He's very big on, what is that word?
Nonprofit?
No, the arch. I can't.
Archive.
Archive. So he is creating an archive of organizations and the community and what people are doing and building it. So it could be like in history books. Like he's really documenting what we're doing, and I just think that was so important because you don't see that. You just see people taking pictures and posting things just for the attention and not for the meaning behind it. And it's really important on why people are doing it and capturing it in video and film. And that's what he's been doing. And he's also been doing things with the youth. So it's just like, I love that approach to something. That's something different. And there's more people that need to know about it. I just want to share that with people.
So to build the timeline, right? So now you knew Donnie 7 years ago.
Uh-huh.
So about 6 years later, last year, you reconnected socially with her,
right.
Facebook,
no
Instagram,
conversation,
right?
just,
No conversation. But in the midst of that, right, and I'm taking you somewhere with this. In the midst of that, within that year time span, you haven't been able to go to an event, but you was able to share her things, tell people about it, right? Even though you have never been to an event because you've seen something you believed in.
Right. 100%.
Right, and fully supported until about a couple of weeks ago, you went to the first event. Right. So, did you have any contact with her prior, or did you just show up to the event?
The only contact I had when she was posting about the event, I just said, "I'll see you there." I'm coming. I'll be there. That's it. So she's been seeing my messages. Like she sees me comment, she sees me liking. So it's enough to know there's some kind of presence, but we haven't had conversation.
Got it. So now from there, what happened at this event now that you got to meet, the first event, that you got to meet Donnie in person? Like what happened at this first event? Like your contact, your conversation with her?
We talked. It was just talking. We mentioned, well, kind of brought her back to like, I remember your face from years ago and I just been following your journey. I love what you've been doing. I'm kind of on the same page, but in a different space. But what you're doing, it bridges something for me. You're building people up, and I just want to be a part of it. And I think more people need to know about it. And she was just glad that someone else was on her side, on her team to support her. So I just wanted her to know I was genuinely there to support. Like I didn't need to tell you what I do. Like I was just there to support you.
Got it. So
she had no clue what I did. It was just. I'm here
and
for
she
you.
Still don't, right?
She still don't. I'm here for her. That's all that matters.
Good. And then what made you, or now with the second event before you met the archive guy, like how did you get to that second event?
Again, following her and seeing what she was doing, and it's Financial Literacy Month, so you want to find something financial to be a part of. And I seen that event, and it was in Harlem where I was at. So I was like, it's perfect. I can just go straight there after work. And I just wanted to really get more conversation with her, really learn more, talk to her a little bit more, see what the people were, because there's a panel, see what they were about, learn from them, because I don't know anything that they're doing. I wanted to learn what they were doing and why it was so important to hear their story and their message.
Yeah. And then the first event, you paid
First
to go?
event,
Did you pay to go?
no,
And the second event, did you pay to go?
no, they were both free.
They were both free?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And then now this brings up that the archive guy.
Oh no, I did pay for the first one.
So the first event
I
you
paid
paid.
for the first one. Second one was free. Yes.
And then the second one was
yes,
free.
Yes. Sorry.
Right. And then did you have a conversation with Danny at the second event too?
I just thanked her for having this kind of event. I told her this is important. People need to hear about it, and I told her I really thank you for putting this out there and making it your mission to share. And then we just hugged about it because like we were both passionate and excited about it. But that was it.
Got it. So now, how did you get in to meet one of the panels? Yeah, the guys, or both of them, the guys, and what conversation you had to lead up to a meeting? Like, did you use Donnie? Did you just speak on your own behalf? Like, what did that process look like?
Okay, so the first guy I went to was Lamar. We actually worked together as well in the same school I met Danny at.
Coincidentally.
Yeah, and he didn't even know that they worked together. Like they didn't catch it. But I remember his face. I was like, looking at him like, I don't know why his face is familiar. And then as he was telling his story, he mentioned where he used to work, and I was like, oh, that's where it's at. So when I went up to him, I told him that. I was like, I thought it was funny that I recognized your face, but I didn't know why I knew you. And then we laughed about that. And I was just asking him, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm hearing what you're doing, but what are you doing? He's talking about the social media. You're talking about how you're filming and you're taking pictures. You're talking about how you want to do more for the youth because the youth aren't hearing things or understanding things the way they need to. And you want to make sure you give back more. Like, what are you doing? Because I'm big on community. I'm big on helping out and teaching your youth, just teaching people in general. What are you doing so that I can see how I can help you? Like, I just want to be a part of it. Wherever I can fit in, just let me know. But I want to learn more so I can know how I can help.
Got it. So that's how you had both conversations? And how about, because that was one guy,
So
but how about the other
It was
guy?
essentially the same conversation, but it started different because they were different people.
Mm-hmm.
So the other guy was Kenneth, and he runs the TEDx in Harlem. So I was just like, I never knew that was a thing. And I was excited to know that was like something that was so close to home. Because to me, I hear TEDx and I just think it's so far away, but it was so close to home. And I was just congratulating him for being a part of that and bringing people together for that. And then I told him, again, he was talking about how he does the career building and just bringing people together and helping people. I can't get my words together. Helping people find jobs, and I thought that was big because people always looking for something. Mm-hmm. So told him, how can I help? How can I help with your mission? Tell me more about it. Can we talk to them? Talk. So both of them were just like, all right, let's set up a time next week. And
just talk. And the reason why I'm driving Jamila down this lane, right? Because we always talk about relationships and how do I get into spaces like this and how do I meet the right people, and just hearing the story of Jamila, right? So she knew Donnie 6 years ago, and I just want to paint the bigger picture, right? Because you hear the story, but I want you to hear the message within that is that she knew Donnie from school 6 years ago. They lost touch for whatever. Facebook does what Facebook does. Hey, people you may know, right? You click, you get friends with her, she accepts, then you find the Instagram, but then putting it into my own words is that you were interested in not trying to be interesting. So even though you had something appealing to offer as Mrs. Resources, right? What she did for that year, she didn't speak to Donnie within that year of being friends. She didn't, hey, can I do this with you? Can I do that with you? All she did was like, man, I see a mission. I agree with that mission. Let me share it because other people need to know. Yep. And whoever I know can probably get something from this, right? And we don't know the results, but the one thing we can control is our actions. Right. So our actions was, hey, let's share this. Let's get this message in front of people because she is doing freaking phenomenal things, right? And look, all that within a year, and then within a year, then we're able to go to an event that we paid for. We didn't ask for a handout, right? We didn't ask for, hey, can you give me a discount? We used to work together. We paid full price. But what did that full price get you? Now you're in a room with some executives, CEOs, right? Freaking bankers, decision makers, who now, out of how many people the panel was, more or less?
8.
So it was a panel of 8, right? And you got in a meeting of 2 people,
And
right?
that doesn't mean I don't want to talk to them, but those are 2 that stood out for right now.
Right? So she had a genuine conversation of saying, hey, I'm interested in what you're doing.
Right.
How can I help? So as being Mrs. Resources, right? And you tell me, and I want you to drive this home for me, is that why are you being interested and not interesting? Like, even though you can offer a plethora of things for people, like, why is it that your approach is what can I do for you versus what you can do for me?
My favorite line. It's not about you. Like, it has nothing to do with me. It's not about me. And this goes for everybody. It's not about you. When you meet people, when you network, you're not networking for you. You're networking to add value and to give value to other people. That's why you network. You have your own resources. You have your own network of people that can be of value to other people. Go out and share that with people. That's the whole point of networking, to share your resources and share what you got going on. It's not there. You don't go to places and say, oh, I can get some money from you. I can sell you something. That's not what it's about. It's not about you. And that's where people get things wrong. People so worried about themselves and how they're going to make the next sale. That's why you're not making those sales.
Yep.
And that's why you're not building, because you're worrying about yourself. It's not about you. So my thing for people to remember is not about you. Go out and add value to other people. Find out be genuinely interested in what they're doing. And help them out, support them. Stop worrying about yourself.
And don't get us wrong, guys. Like, we know, like, and it depends, but you know how they say don't have commission breath. Like, people are always chasing money, which is fine. I'm not saying don't chase money. I chase money, right? But there's a way and a process to go after it where if I'm not just looking for the next sale, but I'm looking for the next relationship to get to the bigger sale, right? Because I can easily take 1 or 2 clients here and there, right? But sometimes you have to just give in order to receive tenfold.
That karma.
So you're and then you're planting that seed. You're planting the seeds, planting the seeds. So now, when you're adding value to something, you open the doors to their network, right, or their market. And that's one thing, like, we like to teach people too. Like, you can get the sale of a customer, and the sale of the customer is an individual person, right? Or you can be nice, kind, and build a relationship with a person, because then it opens up the market to who they know. Because that's what you want to tap into when you're in business, when you're in a professional career, right? Because it's who you know. Like, when you go to your next job, the people who know somebody gets a faster job than just applying in like them Indeeds or Monsters or whatever like that. So you want to find out who people know and volunteer your time, give value to somebody, right? And that value to somebody can be like so many different things, because you don't know where you're meeting someone and you don't know what they need. It could be something as easy as somebody got $1 million business, but they don't know how to run a social media page. Hey, you know social media? I can do that for you for free for 6 months, a year. Let's grow it, and then we'll talk the terms later. And if you deliver on your promise, then you're gonna get tenfold. That I promise.
People don't get that.
People do not get that at all.
No, show me value first. Like, let's build together. Let's grow together. It's not just, oh, just pay me because I'm good. Well, what are you bringing me? Like, can we do this together? Let me see that you're consistent. Let me see that I can rely on you.
Exactly. And just like with the different organizations I'm a part of, we're a part of, just like that was my approach. I had something to offer, right? Whether they like it, they will love it, right? I had something to offer, but I come in with value. Like, how can I help? How can I get my hands dirty with you? And then we'll think about everything later. And then now in some of the spaces, people yell at me, right? Because I come to service. I come leading with service. And they be like, yo, where's the coquito at? I'm like, but I'm here to help you. But we thirsty.
Right.
I'm like, my bad.
Like, I wasn't thinking about me.
Excuse me, guys. And I was like, it wasn't about me. So now I got to make sure that everywhere I go, I have a case in my car everywhere I go. Because now every time I don't have a case, I'm in trouble.
Right.
But every time I do have a case, it's gone. I can guarantee you. But again, leading with service, planting them seeds will get you 10 times greater than the individual commission breath and getting the individual sale.
Right.
I promise you.
So I seen a video earlier this week that's been stuck in my head, and it was along the same lines. So the video was talking about how do you help someone and get them to the next level? Like, what do you tell people? What's important for people to get to the next level? And it's simple. You just talk with people. You help people. You service people. You do things together. You collaborate with people. Like, it's not about, oh, I'm good at this, I'm just gonna go and run and I don't need help from you, because it's not about that. It's about sitting with people. Oh, you're good at this. You're good at this. I'm good at this. All right, let's do this together. Let's team up. Let's build it together. And because it's 3 people or 2 people, however many people, that means you have a wider network now. Now you know more people. Now people see more of a value, and now you guys can build even faster, even better, because you teamed up with somebody versus it just being you. And it goes back to what they also mentioned in the video, but goes back to how we were raised. Growing up in school, you're taught you're supposed to do your test by yourself, do your work by yourself. It's about you.
And
get
then
your good
other
grades.
people helping you is cheating.
Yeah, you don't cheat.
Yeah.
But as an adult, as business people, you need to be working with other people. You cannot do it by yourself. No one can get ahead by themselves. They have to have that network and that collaboration with other people.
Because what the quote says, alone you will go far. No, I'm sorry. Alone you will go fast. Together we will go far. Yeah. So and it's true. Like, partnership, collaboration. Oh, and you know what? The funny thing, rewind a little bit, but still in the same subject. I know, my mind crazy, but one of the guys that you just had,
yes.
one of the guys. Right, and this is the so key of treating people right, and networking and stuff. So one of the guys Jamila met recently on the panel, CEO of a company, so good in the community, runs TEDx Harlem, knows somebody we know, right?
And it's funny, he introducing it to me.
And now he's trying to introduce me to somebody else, or trying to introduce you to somebody else, but we already knew each other. So what that does for people is that it builds your credibility up. So now people can ask about you. Imagine if you be like, listen, I'm not going to talk for myself. I'm going to have people talk for me. Like, how much credibility that builds for people.
We got to learn words on this podcast.
I know, right? Do they have Babbel for English? Cause yeah. So if you're credible with these people, right, and people speak good about you, things would just skyrocket. Again, it's about that market, who you know, right? Because half the people we know right now still don't know what we do, and that's not a bad thing. Is because we know that how much more we will get in the long run, because we're looking at the bigger picture. Right? What's going to happen a year from now if I continue down this path versus worrying about right now, but still sowing the seeds right now and still taking the actions of right now, because some things deserve different attention. You don't teach you don't not teach you don't give everything the same attention, and you give the right things the right
attention. Yeah.
the right attention as well. So
Yeah.
so that's
It's really big because no, we are big on relationships and just your connection with people. So whenever people meet us, they always talking about the relationship that we have with them, or they see with other people. It's never about what we did, what we brought, what we like, where we was going. It's always a relationship and the connection we have with people. It's that emotional connection. So just make sure you have people's back, really helping people, being of service, supporting people without looking for anything in return, and just be genuine, because the universe, karma, with God, whatever
that's real.
everything will come back to you tenfold, because you're giving. You always have to lead with giving. And people don't realize that, because people always want to take, and they don't realize you have to give a lot first. And then when it's time for you to take, it will fall in your hand, and you don't have to even ask for it.
Amen to that.
Woo, woo.
Amen to that. Well, with that being said, guys, this episode is sponsored by Coco Vita Coquito, the best holiday drink now available all year round. So if you love creamy coconut, delicious drinks, definitely click on the show notes, get you a bottle, follow the Instagram, see what events are coming up. And with that being said, we'll see you next week.
Woo, woo.
What clouds appear, the clouds